Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our English class. And student, I am your English teacher. So you can call me Teacher Mai. It's nice to see you again. Alright, student. Today we are going to have fun together with our program of ENOZ and Junior Brown. But student, before we move to our program, teacher have one more song for you, and this song is called Hello Song. Alright student, please stand up, stand up. We are going to sing and dance with Hello Song. So now let's say it out. Let's sing and dance.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together. E-N-O-Z kids. We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. How are you today? How do you feel today? I'm fine, thank you. And you? It's nice to be here with you.
And let's turn around.
Let's turn round and round and round.
Let's shout.
And shout, yeah. Let's turn round and round and round. And shout, yeah. It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Let's do it again.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together. E-N-O-Z kids. We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. Move your body in, move your body out. Move your body like this. And shake your body around.
And let's turn around.
Turn round and round and round.
Let's shout.
And shout, yeah. Let's turn round and round and round. And shout, yeah. It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Good job, everyone. You are a good dancers and good singers. Alright, student. Before we move to our program, teacher have some question to ask all of you. And my question that teacher want to know is, student, how are you? How are you today and how do you feel? So student, today are you sleepy? Student, are you sleepy?
No, teacher.
Good job. If you are not sleepy, how about this one? Are you angry? Student, are you angry?
No, I'm not.
Very nice. If you are not angry too, how about this one? Student, are you happy? Are you happy?
Yes.
Excellent. Alright, student. If you are happy, you have to repeat and act follow me. So now you would say, I am happy. Your turn.
I am happy.
Wonderful. Alright, and teacher have one more questions. And my question is, student, how's the weather? Oh, how's the weather today? Alright, student, can you answer my question? Alright, let's look at the window. Let's look at the outside and then tell me, how's the weather today? So now, oh, look. Can you see the dark cloud over there?
No, teacher.
If you say no, For today, is it cloudy? Cloudy. Is it cloudy?
No, it's not.
Excellent. Today is not cloudy. Oh, if it's not cloudy, how about this one? Today is it snowy? Student, can you see the snow?
No.
Oh, for today is it snowy?
No, it's not.
Excellent. For today it's not snowy too. Oh, if it's not snowy. So student, look. Can you see the sun over there?
Yes.
Alright, if you say yes, for today is it sunny? Sunny. Is it sunny?
Yes, teacher.
Well done. So now if you say yes, you have to repeat and add follow me. So now you will say it's sunny. Your turn.
It's sunny.
Excellent. Alright, student. Today we are going to have fun together with our program of ENOZ and Junior Brown. And today we are going to learn with our Magic Phonics Book 1. Alright, student, are you excited?
Yes, teacher.
So now let's move to our program. Alright, group.
ENOZ Magic Phonics Book 1 Unit 2
Alright, students, today we are going to learn with Unit 2 and our title that we are going to learn is letter D. After that, letter E, and the last one is letter F. So students, do you know how to pronounce the sounds of each letters? Alright, let's find out together with our Unit 2. And before we move to learn how to pronounce the sounds of each letter, please bring your student book beside you. And this is our student book. And you will see the cover of our student book. You will see Magic Phonics Book 1. Alright, and after that, please open it on page 15. And page 15, you will see our story like this. So now, let's move to the first part of our Unit 2. And this part we call story. Alright, look at our picture, student. Oh, you will see a lot of animals from our story. So now, you will see this one, the dog, elephant, duck, and the cat. Oh, it's a lot of animals. So now, students, let's look at our story. And the first part, you have to listen to our story of our Unit 2. Alright, students, please pay attention and listen carefully. Listen.
D is for dog, doll, and duck. E is for egg, 8, and elephant. F is for fan, fork, and fish.
Alright, students, our story is talking about letter D. And letter D is for dog, doll, and duck. And you will see the each word that begin with letter D. And after that, we are talking about letter E. And letter E, we have egg, 8, and elephant. And each word that begin with letter E. And the last one, we are talking about letter F. And letter F, we have fan, fork, and feet. And each picture that begin with letter F too. So now students, please listen to our story one more time. Please listen it carefully.
D is for dog, doll, and duck.
Next one.
E is for egg, 8, and elephant. F is for fan, fork, and fish.
So now it's enough of our story. And now students, it's back to you. We are going to practice how to read our story together. Alright, let's read our story sentence section by sections. So now, let's listen to our first sentence, and our sentence is listen.
D is for
So now student, repeat after me. D is for your turn.
D is for
Student, can you remember? D is for
duck, doll, and duck.
very nice. D is for duck, doll, and dog. Oh, look at them. They are playing together. Duck and dog, they are playing the doll. Oh, it's so fun, student. All right, let's move to the next sentence, and our sentence is listen.
dog, doll, and duck.
So now repeat after me. Dog, your turn.
Dog,
Doll, your turn.
doll,
And duck, your turn.
and duck.
Excellent. And D is for dog, doll, and duck. So now student, let's move to the next sentence, and our sentence is listen.
E is for
Now we move to letter E. And so student, repeat after me. E is for your turn.
E is for
Student, can you remember? E is for
egg, 8, and elephant.
excellence. E is for egg, 8, and elephant. Oh, look at elephant. He is taking care of the eggs. Oh. Alright, now let's move to the next sentence, and our sentence is listen.
egg, 8, and elephant.
So now student, repeat after me. Egg, your turn.
Egg,
8, your turn.
8,
And elephant, your turn.
and elephant.
Excellent. And now you will see each word that begin with letter E. Egg, 8, and elephant is begin with letter E. Please remember. And now let's move to the next letter. And this letter is listen.
F is for
Now we move to letter F, and letter F say, repeat after me. F is for your turn.
F is for
Excellent. And F is for, let's move to the last sentence of our story. And F is for listen.
fan, fork, and fish.
Alright student, repeat after me. Fan, your turn.
fan,
Fork, your turn.
fork,
And fish, your turn.
and fish.
Excellent. You will see F is for fan. The green fan is over there. And after that, F is for fork. And fork is here. We have 3 forks. And the last one, F is for feet. Oh, the cat, he is waiting for the feet, student. Oh, maybe he is hungry. Alright, it's enough of our story already. So now, student, can you see the new word from our story?
Yes, teacher.
Alright, let's move to the next part. And next part, we are going to learn part of vocabulary. We will learn the new word from our story in Unit 2. Alright, let's move to the next part. So students, look at our board. And before we move to learn how to read the new word from our story, let's look at the letter first. Now we have letter, what is it?
D.
Very nice. This one we call letter D. And the next one we call letter E. And the last one, look at this, we call letter F. So now, let's listen to letter D and letter D sounds. Listen.
D. D.
Listen it one more time.
D. D.
Alright student, repeat after me. D, D. Your turn.
D. D.
Good job. So now, let's move to the next letter. And this letter is listen.
E. E.
Listen it one more time.
E. E.
Alright, say with me. E, A. Your turn.
E. A.
Excellent. Alright, let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter F. And letter F sounds, listen.
F.
Letter F student, you can say F or F like this. Alright, listen it one more time.
F.
So now repeat after me. F. Your turn.
F.
Good job. Alright, let's move to the next part. And this part we are still with part of vocabulary. And we are going to learn the new word from our unit 2. And this one student, look at our picture. And this picture we call listen.
Dog.
So student, repeat after me. Dog. Your turn.
Dog.
And now let's spell the word dog. Dog is begin with letter D. Your turn.
D.
O.
O.
T.
T.
Alright student, now back to you. Listen and say.
Dog.
Your turn.
Dog.
Very nice. This picture we call dog. And the word dog is begin with letter D. Alright student, let's move to the next vocabulary. Now we move to this picture, and this picture we call listen.
Doll.
So now repeat after me. Doll. Your turn.
Doll.
And this time let's spell the word doll. Doll is begin with letter D. Your turn.
D.
O.
O.
Double L.
Double L.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
Doll.
Your turn.
Doll.
Very nice. This word we call doll. And the word doll is begin with letter D. The doll like this. So now let's move to the next picture. And this picture we call look and listen.
Duck.
Repeat after me. Duck. Your turn.
Duck.
And now let's spell the word duck. Duck is begin with letter D. Your turn.
D.
U.
U.
C.
C.
K.
K.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
Duck.
Your turn.
Duck.
Duck. And this word duck is begin with letter D again. Alright, student, keep going to the next vocabulary. Oh, look. This picture is called listen.
Egg.
Alright, student, repeat after me. Egg. Your turn.
Egg.
And now let's spell the word egg. Egg is begin with letter E. Your turn.
E.
G.
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 Back to you. Listen and say.
Egg.
Your turn.
Egg.
This picture we call egg, and the word egg is begin with letter E, and E sound E. Please remember, student. Please memory how to pronounce the sound of letter E. Alright, keep going to the next picture. Look, this number we call listen.
8,
Say with me, 8. Your turn.
8.
So now let's spell the word 8. 8 is begin with letter E. Your turn.
E.
I,
I.
G,
G.
H,
H.
T.
T.
Back to you. Listen and say.
8,
Your turn.
8.
And now you will see the word 8. And 8 is begin with letter E again. Alright, keep going to the next vocabulary. Look, this picture we call listen.
elephant,
So now repeat after me. Elephant, your turn.
Elephant.
So student, let's spell the word elephant. And elephant is begin with letter E. Your turn.
E.
L,
L.
E,
E.
P,
P.
H,
H.
A,
A.
N,
N.
T.
T.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
elephant,
Your turn.
Elephant.
Alright, and the same, the word egg and 8. The word elephant is begin with letter E again. So student, keep going to the next picture. So now we change letter E to letter F, and this picture we call listen.
fan,
So repeat after me. Fan, your turn.
Fan.
Alright, let's spell the word fan. Fan is begin with letter F. Your turn.
F.
A,
A.
N.
N.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
fan,
Your turn.
Fan.
Good job. The word fan is begin with letter F. Alright, student, keep going to the next vocabulary. Now we are still with letter F, and our picture we call listen.
fork,
Fork, fork. Alright, student, listen it one more time.
fork,
Repeat after me. Fork, your turn.
Fork.
And the word fork. Let's spell our word. Fork is begin with letter F. Your turn.
F.
O,
O.
R,
R.
K.
K.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
fork,
Your turn.
Fork.
Fork. So, student, let's move to the last vocabulary of Unit 2. And our vocabulary is look. This picture we call listen.
fish,
So now repeat after me. Fish, your turn.
Fish.
And now let's spell the word fish. Fish is begin with letter F. Your turn.
F.
I,
I.
S,
H.
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 Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
fish,
Your turn.
Fish.
Good job, student. This word we call fish, and the word fish is begin with letter F. Alright, student. Before we move to the next part, teacher want to check. Letter D, student. What the sound of letter D?
D sounds D.
Good job. D sounds D. And how about letter E? E sounds
A.
excellent. E sound A. And the last one, letter F. F sounds F. Or you can say F like this. Alright, student. Good job. So now let's move to the next part. And this part we are going to practice more with part of activity. Alright, student, if you have the student book, please bring it beside you. We are going to do our activity together. And now open it on page 12. Page 12 is look like this. You will see our picture with letter A. Letter A we call listen, check the picture and the readers. So now please bring it beside you, and after that Please bring your pencils or maybe you can use some pen, colors or crayon. It's according to you. Let's do it together. Let's start with number 1. And number 1, listen to our letters.
duck,
Oh, listen to our vocabulary, student. Let's listen it one more time.
duck,
Duck, duck. Which picture is for duck? It would be the first picture or it would be the second picture.
Second picture.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If you say yes, let's find out together. Excellent. So now don't forget to circle the right picture with duck. And after that, let's check the letter that match to our picture and the word duck. It begins with letter D, letter E or letter F.
It's begin with letter D.
It begins with letter D. Alright, let's find out together. Excellent. So now let's move to the next picture. And this one, student teacher have two pictures. Which one we call fork and the next one we call fish. And our vocabulary is listen.
fork,
Fork, fork. Which picture is for fork? It would be the first picture or it would be the second picture.
The third picture.
The first picture, if you say the first picture, let's circle. That's it. So now, let's find out the right letter that begin with the word fork. And the word fork is begin with letter D, E or F.
Letter F.
Letter F. So now, let's circle letter F. Good job. Alright, let's move to the next picture. And now, teacher have two pictures again. We have elephant and 8. And our vocabulary is listen.
elephant,
Elephant, elephant. Which one is the picture of elephant? This animal or the number?
The animal.
The animals. Alright, let's circle the animal with elephant. And now the word elephant is begin with letter D, E or F.
Letter E.
Letter E. So let's circle letter E. That's it. Alright, let's move to the next picture. And now teacher have two pictures again. And picture number 1 we call 8. And next one, number 2, we call fan. And our vocabulary is listen.
8,
8. Which picture is for 8? Picture number 1 or picture number 2?
Picture number 1.
Picture number 1. Alright, let's circle picture number 1. Good job. And the word 8 is begin with letter D, E or F.
E.
E. If you say E, let's find out together. Excellent. Alright, students, let's move to the next activity. And this activity, we are going to listen and check the right letters. Before we have to listen to our vocabulary, let's look at the picture. This one we call doll. And now students, listen.
doll,
Doll. That's correct. That you say doll. And the word doll is begin with letter F, letter D or letter E.
Letter D.
Letter D. Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's circle with letter D. Good job. So now let's move to the next picture. And our picture is listen.
egg,
Egg. And the word egg is begin with letter D, F or E.
Letter E.
Letter E. Alright, let's circle letter E. Well done. And now let's move to the next picture. And this picture we call listen.
fan,
fan, student, fan, and the word fan is begin with letter E, letter D, or letter F.
Letter F.
Letter F. If you say letter F, let's find out together. Excellent. So now let's move to the next activity. And this one, we are going to find the picture that match to our letters. Find and check, student. Now, we have letter E and with picture that have the beginning letter of letter E. It would be dog or it would be elephant.
Elephant.
If you say elephant, let's find out together. Good job.
Elephant.
This one we call elephants. So now let's move to the next letters. And this letter we call letter D. And letter D is begin with picture of duck or fish.
Duck.
Duck. Alright, let's find out together with duck. Excellent.
Duck.
Duck, and the word duck is begin with letter D. So now, student, let's move to the next letter. And this letter you have to find out the picture that's beginning with letter F. And letter F is begin with the word egg or fan.
Fan.
Fans. If you say fan, let's check it out together. Good job.
Fan.
Fans. So now let's move to the next letters. Now we're back to letter D again. And letter D, which picture that have the beginning letter of D? It would be elephant or it would be doll.
Doll.
Doll. Let's check it out together. That's it.
Doll.
Alright, student, we are finished with part of activity number 5 already. And now let's move to the next activity. This activity we are going to check the letter that match to our picture. So now look, this picture we call egg. Egg. And look at our word. Oh, what letter is missing? It would be letter D. D for egg. Is this correct?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. How about letter E? E is for egg. Is this the right one?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together with letter E. Good job, that
Egg.
is egg. So now keep going to the next picture. And this one, oh, is the white cute one we call doll. And the word doll, look. What letter is missing? It would be D or it would be letter F.
D.
D. If you say D, let's find out together. Good job.
Doll.
Doll. Very nice. So now keep going to the next picture. Look. This one we call fork. Fork. And the word fork. Oh, it's begin with letter F or it's begin with letter E.
Letter F.
Letter F. If you say letter F, let's find out together. That's it.
Fork.
Fork. So now keep going to the next picture. Look, this one we call fit. Fit, and the word fit is begin with letter D or letter F.
Letter F.
Letter F. So now let's find out together. Excellent.
Fish.
Fit. Alright, student. Keep going to the next activity. This one we are going to look, drag, and drop. We are going to choose the right letter that match to our picture. Let's fill in the blank with what letter is missing. Let's start with the first picture. This picture we call elephant, and the word elephant is begin with letter E, letter F, or letter D?
Letter E.
Letter E. Alright, let's find out together. E is for elephant. That's it.
Elephant.
Elephant. And after that, let's move to the next picture. And this picture we call fish. Fish. And the word fish is begin with letter F or letter D.
Letter F.
Letter F. So now let's check it out together. Good job.
Fish.
Fish. And next, let's move to the next picture. Next one we call doll. Doll. And the word doll is begin with letter D. Is this correct?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together. Excellent.
Doll.
Doll. So now let's move to the next activity. Now we are still with look, drag, and drop. We are going to do the same. Let's match the right letter to fill in the word. Let's start with the first picture. This picture we call 8. 8 and the word 8 is begin with letter D or it begin with letter E or maybe the last one is begin with letter F. Which one is the right one?
Letter E.
Letter E. So now let's find out together. Excellent.
8.
8. And now keep going to the next picture. And this one, student, look. This picture we call fan. Fan. And the word fan is begin with letter D or is begin with letter F.
Letter F.
Letter F. So now let's find out together. Excellent.
Fan.
Fan. And now let's move to the last picture, student. This one we call dog. Oh, look, we have only one letter left. And this one we call letter D. And letter D is begin with the word dog. Is this correct? Is this correct?
Yes, it's correct. Letter D.
Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together. Good job.
Dog.
Dog. Alright, student, let's move to the last activity. And this one we are going to write the word. Look at the picture. And this one we call egg. Egg. So now, what letter is missing?
Letter E.
Letter E. Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
Alright, let's find out together with letter E. Is this letter E?
Yes.
If you say yes, let's find out together. That's correct.
Egg.
Egg. So now keep going to the next picture. And this one is called fork. And the word fork is begin with letter
F.
F. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
So now let's find out together with letter F. Very nice.
Fork.
Fork. So now let's move to the last picture. Look. Oh, it's the white one. This is the animal. And this one we call duck.
Duck.
Duck. And the word duck is begin with letter
D.
D. So now let's find out together. Good job.
Duck.
This one we call duck. Alright, students, we are finished with part of activity together. So now let's move to the next part. And this part we are going to practice with chants along. So we are going to sing with our chants together. Let's start with the first section, student. You have to say letter D. You will sing D, 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 D. And after that, you have to say with the right picture. This one we call dog, doll, and duck. And the next section, you have to sing with letter E. You will sing E, 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 E. next section. And this section you have to sing with letter F. And you will sing F, 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 F. And next one you will say with fan, folks and fit. Alright student, let's practice how to sing with our chants along. So student, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Alright, please listen it carefully and don't forget to try to sing our song. Let's sing it together.
D. D, D, D.
Next,
Dog. Dog.
next one.
Duck.
Next, E. Letter E, student.
E. Egg. 8.
Next,
Elephant.
let's move to the next letters.
F.
F.
Fan.
Next one.
Fork. Fish.
Alright, it's end up of our song. Don't forget to practice how to sing and how to pronounce the sounds of each letter with letter D, E and F. Alright students, we are finished with part of chants along. Alright, let's move to the next part student. And this part we are going to do our exercise together. Please bring your workbook or your worksheets beside you. If you got this one, we call workbook or you will see drill books. Please open it on page 8 and 9. Page 8 and 9 is look like this. And don't forget to bring your pencils, or maybe you can use some colors or crayon. It's according to you. Let's do it together. Alright, let's start with part A. And part A, you have to trace and write the letters. Trace and write the letters. Let's start with the first letter. And this letter we call big D. Or you can say uppercase D. D, you have to trace the straight line with number 1. And after that, let's write down number 2. Follow the shadows, and after that you will see the trace student. Let's trace the letter D is straight line first, and after that number 2. Like this. And do it again with letter D, with big D or uppercase D. Have you finished with big D?
Yes, teacher.
Good job. So now let's move to small d, or you can say lowercase d. And lowercase d, you have to write down number 1. Let's start with this line. And number 2, you have to write down with straight line like this. Alright, do it the same. And the last one. So student, have you finished with letter D?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now let's move to letter E. And letter E, we have 4 lines, student. Letter E, let's start with number 1. Number 1 is straight line. And number 2 is uppercase, is above line. Next one, number 3 is middle line. And the last one, number 4, is the down line. Like this. So let's do it again. E with big E, or you can say uppercase E. E is again, you have to write down 3 letters, 3 big letters. And after that, let's move to small e, or you can say lowercase e. let's start with number 1. And then number 2, like this. Let's do it again. And one more. You will write down letter E like this. So now let's move to letter F, student. Student, don't forget to write beautifully, more than teacher. And now let's move to letter F. And this F we call big F or uppercase F. Let's start with the first line. You have to write down the straight line, and after that number 2. And then number 3. And letter F we have 2 lines, and letter E we have 3 lines. And then do it again. Straight line with number 1, number 2, number 3. And then do it one more time. F, big F, like this. So now let's move to small f, or you can say lowercase f. Let's start with number 1. And then number 2. So student, do it again. Alright, teacher finished with part A. How about you? Have you finished with part A?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now let's move to part B. And part B, we are going to write the missing letters. Write the missing letters. And look at the picture. Number 1 we call, what is it?
Dog.
Dog. And the word dog is begin with letter
D.
D. So now let's write down letter D. And student, don't forget to write the shadows with O and G too. This one you have to complete our words. And now let's move to the next picture. This picture number 2. And this one, what is it?
It's doll.
Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. This one we call doll, rabbit dolls. And the word doll is begin with letter
D.
Yes, letter D. So now let's write down letter D with lowercase d or small d. And don't forget to complete our word with doll, D-O-L-L, doll. And now let's move to picture number 3. And this picture we call egg, egg. And the word egg is begin with letter
E.
Letter E. Very nice. So please write down letter E. And don't forget to complete our word. E and double G with 2G. Like this. So now let's move to picture number 4. And this picture, what is it, student?
It's number 8.
It's number 8. Very nice. As the word 8 is begin with letter
E again.
E again. Good job. So now let's write down letter E. And don't forget to complete our word. The word 8 is begin with letter E. And then
I,
next one
G, H, and T.
Excellent. G, H, and T. So we call this one 8. Alright, students, have you finished with part B?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now let's move to the next exercise. This exercise we call part C. And part C, you have to match and write the letters. Match and write the letters. And before we match our word to the right picture, we are going to fill in the blank. And let's write down the letter to complete our words. Let's start with the first one. And this one, student, we call elephant. And the word elephant Let's spell the word elephant together. Elephant is begin with letter
E.
E. Coming up next with
L.
Then
E. P. H.
H.
A.
Good job.
N. and T.
N and T. Excellent. So now let's map the word elephant to the right picture. And the picture of elephant is would be number 1, 2, number 3 or number 4.
Picture number 1.
Picture number 1. Excellent. So now let's map the word elephant to the right picture with picture number 1. Excellent, student. So now let's move to the word number 2, and this word we call 8. 8, and the word 8 is begin with letter E. Very nice. 8, and don't forget to fill to complete our word T. Coming up with H and T. Good job. So now back to you. Let's find out the picture of 8. It would be number 2, number 3 or number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4. Very nice. So now let's match the word 8 to picture number 4. Alright, let's move to the next word. And this word we call fit. Fit, and the word fit is begin with letter
A.
A. Very nice. Coming up next with
I,
S
X,
and
and H.
H. Very nice. So now back to you. Let's find out the picture of fit. It would be picture number 2 or it would be picture number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2. Good job. Let's connect the line dot to dot from the word fit to the picture number 2. Excellent, student. So now let's move to the next word. This word we call duck. Duck, and the word duck is begin with letter
D.
D. Very nice. D. Coming up next with
U, C, and
and
K.
K. Good job. So, picture of the word duck.
The white
Oh,
one.
The white one. Good job. We have only one left. So now let's connect the line from the word duck to picture number 3. So now, students, have you finished with part C?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now let's move to the last exercise. Oh. This one, student, we are going to circle the right letter that's matched to our picture. And after that, you have to rewrite the new words again. Let's start with picture number 1. And number 1 we call fork. Fork. And the word fork is begin with letter E or letter F.
Letter F.
Excellent, letter F. So now let's circle letter F. And don't forget to rewrite the words again with fork. F, or R, and K. Like this. Alright, let's move to picture number 2. And picture number 2 we call doll. Doll, and the word doll is begin with letter D or letter E.
Letter D.
Letter D. Very nice. So let's circle letter D. And then let's complete our word with doll. D, O, and double L. Like this. So now keep going to picture number 3. And this picture we call egg. Egg, and the word egg is begin with letter E or is begin with letter F.
Letter E.
Letter E. Very nice. Please circle letter E and don't forget to rewrite again with E, G, double G or G, G. 2 G's. So now let's move to number 4. And number 4 we call dog. And the word dog is begin with letter D or letter F.
Letter D.
Letter D. Excellent. So now let's circle the right letter with letter D. And don't forget to rewrite the words again. With D, O, and T. Like this. So students, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent for today. You are the best. But for today is time's up. And before we say goodbye, teacher have one more song for you. And this song is called Skina Moringa. Please stand up, and don't forget to sit up like this. Alright, sit up.